Good afternoon, everyone. It's an absolute pleasure on behalf of St. Kabir Public School, Chandigarh, to welcome all the schools and the participants to the second edition of Pantomathics, which is the Interschool General Knowledge Quiz Contest that St. Kabir organizes. So we've had a great morning of quizzing already, with the juniors quiz taking off to a great start. And if that is anything to go by, then I promise you that this is going to be a definite cracker of a quiz again. And I'm sure our quiz master, Venkatesh Srinivasan, and his team at Nexus will definitely up the ante for the seniors category. So all I would like to say now is all the very best to all of you. Stay calm. There's going to be a lot of pressure, but stay focused, take your chances, go with your gut, play fair, play smart, and importantly, have a lot of fun in this second round of Pantomathics. And I'm sure you're going to thoroughly enjoy yourself. All right, so that's from me. And now it's over to Venki, and I will leave you under his expert care.
Thank you, Deepta, and a very good afternoon to everyone. Welcome to this senior edition final of Pantomathics 2021, the Interschool Quiz Contest presented by St. Kabir Public School, Chandigarh. This is the second year that Pantomathics as an interschool competition is happening. We started it last year at about the same time, where the team at St. Kabir felt that it's time to put together a really fun, engaging intellectual battle among the schools of Chandigarh and the adjoining areas to take part in. After a very successful first edition last year, we are back with the second edition this year. This year's edition is bigger and better. It's double of last year's edition, and the reason it's double is twofold again. One is that last year was a solo quiz. We've made it into a team quiz this year, so there are two members in a team taking part and representing their schools. We also have two tracks this year. So we have a juniors track, which was for students from grades 7, 8 and 9. And we are now here for the exciting seniors track, which is for students from grades 9, 10, 11 and 12. Right. So what are all of you playing for? What's at stake? What's the big prize money that's there? There are, of course, wonderful trophies for the top finishers. There are certificates for all the teams, but the top three teams after today's quiz will take home 6,000, 4,000 and 2,000 in cash. That is to be split among the two team members. So that's what you're playing for, 12,000 rupees of prize money. We had a similar amount of prize money for the junior track, a very exciting quiz that concluded a little while ago. And I hope you see and enjoy the video of that as well on the YouTube channel. So those are the prizes for the Pantomathics 2021 Seniors Quiz. This quiz is researched and brought to you by my team and me at Nexus Consulting. We are a Bangalore-based content research, quizzing and media consulting firm. Do look us up on our social media handles to follow notifications of future quizzes to come, as well as some fun questions that are put up every day on our Instagram page. Our YouTube channel has a lot of our earlier quizzes, as well as a web series that I host. And you can look at all of that on our Insta, Facebook, Twitter and YouTube channels, as well as our website. And my name is Venki Srinivasan. I am your host for today and quizmaster to quiz these wonderful 8 teams which are in the seniors final. So let's meet the teams. Team number 1 are Raja Mandal and Abhay Pratap Singh, St. Joseph Senior Secondary School. Please unmute and introduce yourselves.
Good morning, everybody. I am part of the St. Joseph Senior School. Wishing you all the best.
Thank you. All the best to you. When you are speaking during the quiz, when you're giving an answer, I think you may have to lean in a little bit and speak. Just adjust your camera a little bit. Your head's getting cut off a little bit more. Yeah, that is good. Thank you. One of you, to all teams, a standard rule, which is that discuss among yourselves, stay on mute during the discussion, otherwise everybody can hear what you're discussing. And when you're answering, please make sure that one of you gives out the answer to the question that is asked. All of you are co-located with each other, sitting next to each other, so absolutely no coordination problems there, and I think it should be smooth. All right. Team number 2 in today's final are from Accepts 41 Smart School, Aryan and Abhishek. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. So, good afternoon, sir. I am Aryan, and this is my partner Abhishek. We both study in standard 10th, and we are grateful for this wonderful.
Thank you, Aryan and Abhishek. Grade 10 students from Accepts. Welcome. Team number 3 are from Strawberry Field, Soham and Shreyas.
Good afternoon, sir. We are from Strawberry Fields. My name is Soham. I'm in grade 11, and this is my partner Shreyas. He's in grade 10, and we're looking forward to the quiz.
Welcome. One grade 10, one grade 11. Good combo. Team number 4 are from Carmel Convent School, Kudrat and Ekamjot.
Hello, everyone. I am Ekamjot Kaur.
And I'm Kudrat Arora.
And all the best to everyone, and may the best team win.
All the best to you too. Which grades are you both in?
Oh, we're both in 11th.
You're both in 11th. Okay, excellent. All right. Team number 5 are from Bhavan Vidyalaya, Yatharth and Gurnur.
Good morning, everyone. I am Yatharth and I am in grade 12, and this is my partner Gurnur. He is in grade 11, and we both love quizzing.
Very good. Welcome, quiz lovers. That is what unites all of us, I think, including me and Deepta, who gave the introduction. We're all quiz lovers, which is why we're here together to hopefully have some fun. Team number 6 are from Chitkara School, Oshin and Harnoor.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Oshin and she is Harnoor. We are both in 10th.
Okay, welcome. Just one input to you: when you are keep your masks on by all means if you wish to. But when you're giving answers, when it's your turn, then request you to just move your mask down and speak so that we can hear you clearly. Yeah. Okay. Team number 7 are our home team from St. Kabir Public School, Anya Mehta and Arnav Goyal.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Arnav Goyal of Standard 10th. I am Anya from 12th.
Very good. All the best to you. Welcome to the quiz. And last but not the least, from Manav Mangal Smart School, we have Apar and Agami.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Agami and he is Apar Kendra. We are from Standard 10th, and may the best team win.
All the best to you too. Welcome to the quiz. Those are our 8 wonderful teams. Let's see how this quiz is going to play out. We have 4 rounds, 2 rounds going clockwise and anti-clockwise on a format called Infinite Bounce, which we'll explain to you, and 2 very exciting rounds on the buzzer. Right? For the buzzer rounds, you'll need a mobile phone, and we'll tell you the rules when it comes to that. For the rest of the quiz, we'll request you to keep your hands visibly in front of the camera and your eyes not to stray from the camera. I hope there is nobody else in the room where you're taking this quiz from, whether it's from your school or your home or wherever else. Please make sure that nobody else is there helping you out and so on. If we hear other voices or if we see your eyes straying out of the main camera screen, we'll be calling that out, and that won't look very good because this quiz is going to be on YouTube and several thousands of people are going to watch it. So let's play absolutely fair. We'd like, in the interest of fairness, everybody to have their hands clearly in front of screen all the time, on your chin, in front of you, whichever it might be. When it's your turn, just unmute and one of you give an answer. That's all you need to do. There's no typing to be done. There is no Zoom chat, nothing. Please don't type anything on the chat at any point of time during the quiz. All right. Let's begin. All the very best. Here is round number 1 of the senior finals of Pantomathics 2021. It's the clockwise round. We have 12 questions. We will be starting with team number 1, St. Joseph's. We'll be going in infinite bounds, which means it's randomly assigned questions. If the first question gets answered by, let's say, team number 5, the next question will go to team number 6 and not to team number 2. Questions keep bouncing around in that manner. It's 10 points, whether you get it on a direct or a pass. If there are part points, I will award them as required, and my decision will of course be final, so no disputes etc. on that. I would generally say don't say pass, take a guess on all questions because you never know, you might be right. There's no negative marking and sometimes a random guess might just hit the mark. Right, question number 1 to St. Joseph's. Snooker, seen as a minor game, didn't enjoy much popularity during the first half of the 20th century. Due to a technological advance which became common in the late 1960s, snooker could be followed much more easily. Which technological improvement is credited with the rise in the popularity of the sport of snooker? There's an image which could help you, right? This is just an image of a player about to take a shot in snooker. So simply tell us what technological improvement from the late 60s is credited with the rise in popularity of snooker among the general public. Very simple logical answer. You don't need to know anything about snooker. That image should help, and just think logically what technological improvement came about in the late 1960s. We'll give you 30 seconds on your direct, but only 5 seconds on the pass. So I'll do a 10-second countdown to the team on the direct, and then when it's on the pass, I'd expect you to answer it really quickly. Okay, St. Joseph's, make a guess. Alright, St. Joseph's, what do you think it is? Make some guess.
More people could play at home.
More people could play from home.
At one time.
Okay, nope, nothing to do with more people could play. Passes to team 2. Accepts. Do you have a guess? Otherwise, I'll pass you.
Improvement in the television so that many people could see and enjoy the game.
What improvement in television are we talking about?
Better connectivity so that many people could see of the televisions with each other.
Better connectivity. Okay, so more broadcast and better connectivity is what you're saying. Okay, passes to team 3. SFHS?
So we believe that again, as the previous team mentioned, that there was it could be followed more easily because maybe it was broadcasted and telecasted at better quality and with more regularity, so the followers could have a regular flow.
Okay, with more regularity is what you're saying. It was broadcast with more regularity, so people could see it, more frequently. Good guess. Passes to team 4. Carmel?
We think it's the advent of portable tables that could be transported
Portable
easily.
tables. Very nice guess. So you can transport it to more places, more people can play. Nice thinking. Passes. Team 5.
Sir, it may be because the television was colored, so we could see the colored balls.
That is the perfect answer, Bhavan. Absolutely correct. You got it bang on. It was to do with television, but not necessarily to do with better more frequent broadcast or connectivity. It was to do with color television, right? Because the entire concept of snooker dependent on the colored balls that you see there. You see the brown, the yellow, the white, the blue, the red, and the order and the sequence in which you pot them. In black and white television, it was very difficult to follow it, so people just lost interest. And when color television came in, that's what changed the game. Great answer there. That's a good 10 points to team number 5. Bhavan Vidyalaya off the mark, pocketing that. And the next question goes direct to team 6, which is Chitkara. These boxes, we'll show you an image, are kept near human settlements in Kenya and Tanzania. It contains something that acts as a deterrent to elephants that damage local property. This box helps save the property without harming or hurting the elephants because they don't want to be bothered by what is in these boxes. So what is in these boxes that deters the elephants? So these are the type of boxes. You can see elephants in the background, but they would not come into this particular farm, for example, because they know what's in these boxes and they are generally deterred or scared, you can say, of what's in these boxes, and therefore the elephants don't come in. So this is a better way of protecting the farms from the elephants than trying to shoot the elephants or injure them in any other manner. So what's in the box? What do you think elephants would be scared of?
Bee fences.
Sorry?
Bees.
Can you say that again? Can you remove your mask and talk if you don't mind?
Fences.
Bee fences, is that what you said?
Yeah.
So what's exactly inside?
Like the honeybees, which they're afraid.
Honeybees and beehives, because elephants are afraid of being stung by honeybees. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Let's look at the answer. You happen to be absolutely right. That is the right answer. These are bees or beehives, which are cultivated and grown especially by farmers to keep away elephants. Absolutely right. This is not only in Africa, it's been followed in India as well. It's become very popular in the southern state of Kerala, where this is followed quite often, with a huge elephant population which tends to come into farmland there and destroy the crops. Good answer there. 2 good answers in a row. Chitkara off the mark with 10 points. Next question to Saint Kabir. Sports Turf Research Institute have been charged with conducting research at a particular location. They take measurements like surface hardness readings and relative rebound, which is calculated by dropping an object from 100 inches. The image shows them reconstructing something from the place they are tasked to work at. Name the sporting location that attracts a lot of attention during July every year. There you go. This is them working at that location and trying to or preparing to kind of do the work at that location. It's something that attracts a lot of attention in July every year. So what exactly is Sporting Turf Research Institute researching? So this is not, the picture you saw is not the location where this happens. This is just they are reconstructing whatever that location is. So this is not the location. So don't get misled by all the trees, etc. you see in the background. This is not the actual location where it happens in July every year. They are reconstructing the location at some other place. Where they are doing this is not material, but which place are they reconstructing? Surface hardness readings and rebound, relative rebound measurements. Saint Kabir. End of June, early July every year, this location attracts huge global interest from a sports context. Need an answer, Saint Kabir?
Sir, we don't know the specific location, but is it the south of England?
South of England. Okay, what happens here? At least tell me, like, what sport, what?
Tennis.
Tennis, okay. So what is the location? What is the place? Now, I'm not saying whether you're right or wrong, but I need a location in your answer.
The name of the place.
Yeah.
London, sir.
London, okay. I'll have to pass you on. Manav Mangal.
So we think it's golf.
Sorry, can't hear you. Please, yeah, remove your mask, come closer and talk.
We think it's golf in Wimbledon.
No, tennis in Wimbledon.
Make up your mind. Give me one answer.
Tennis at Wimbledon.
Tennis at Wimbledon is perfectly correct. This is the Wimbledon Lawn Tennis Championship, the Wimbledon tennis courts. This is indeed tennis at Wimbledon. Saint Kabir came close. They said South, London, all of that. All of that is technically correct, but it is Wimbledon. You'll have to say that specifically that it's Wimbledon. London will not do. That's like saying Calcutta when the answer is Eden Gardens, right? So we'll give the 10 points to Manav Mangal in this case. And the next question to St. Joseph's. St. Joseph's, this is the cover of a book by Emma Miko Candon. It's the tale of a lone warrior who wanders the far edge of the universe called the Outer Rim. What term for a masterless samurai is the title of the book. It's also the name of a famous film, old film. Which popular movie series universe is this book set in? Look carefully at what he's holding in his hand and try to make a guess on that part. So for the first part, we need one word. For the second part, we need a two-word name of a popular movie series universe that this book is set in. Team 1.
If we give half the answer,
yeah, no problem. Whatever you know, you tell. You'll get half points if one half is right.
Popular movie series is Star Wars.
Okay. And what's the first part? What is the term for a masterless samurai?
Masterless samurai.
One
I'll
word
take a
answer.
guess.
Yeah.
I think Jedi.
Jedi. Okay. Good guess. No. Passes to team 2. You have to be quick on the pass.
We think that the movie series is Star Wars and the samurai is Ronin.
Ronin, that's a very good answer. Accepts, absolutely right. The Masterless Samurai is a Ronin. The movie series or universe is Star Wars. 5 points to team 1 for saying Star Wars movie universe. Full 10 points to team 2 for completing that answer and saying Ronin and Star Wars. So teams 1 and 2 off the mark as well. Team 3, here is your turn. Strawberry Fields, here's your question. Rue Cremieux is a beautiful one-block street in Paris. In pre-COVID times, the residents of this street were finding it difficult to find peace and privacy due to an activity going on outside. This led them to complain to the government to impose restrictions, especially on weekends and evenings, which were the worst times for this activity. So what activity was the cause of their troubles? I'll basically tell you that there was a lot of crowd on this street during the weekends and in the evenings. What were all the people trying to do there, which was the cause of their troubles? Let's see the image. So you can see it's a really beautiful street in Paris. So residents of this street complained because on the weekends and in the evenings, a lot of people would end up on the street and end up doing what? And something very, very modern, right now. Of course, since the pandemic, since March last year, because of the restrictions on people movement and so on, this has not been a problem. But this used to be a problem in pre-COVID days for sure. Questions with Strawberry Fields? Think of something that is a very, very modern day thing, something that, we keep seeing or experiencing.
I think so. It's protest. There was a kind of protest.
Okay, so this was the chosen street for all the protests that would happen. Nice guess, keeping with the larger kind of things that are happening around the world. Okay, but unfortunately not right. Carmel?
We think it might be a mini carnival procession.
Carnival procession. Okay, not a carnival procession. Bhavan?
Sir, is it the road leading to the Eiffel Tower?
The road leading to Eiffel Tower. So all the Eiffel Tower tourists would end up like passing through this road. Nice guess, very nice guess. Chitkara? Very creative guesses from the team so far.
Speaker vandalism.
Vandalism. No kind of vandalism, but nice try again. Saint Kabir?
So we think, is it a farmer's market?
A farmer's market. Okay, no, not a farmer's market that puts up every weekend or something. Nice try. Manav Mangal?
So we think it's carnival or a fair.
What fair?
Carnival.
Carnival. Okay, somebody already tried carnival, I think. No, nothing to do with the carnival. St. Joseph's?
Cameras and shooting, maybe.
Shooting for what?
Like people maybe making for social media or for movies.
For which one? Make up your mind and give me one answer.
Social media.
What? Which social media specifically?
TikTok and Instagram. Instagram.
Okay, we'll give it to you. We'll give it to you since you got most of it. This street looks really beautiful. So people want to, like, whoever's visiting Paris wants to generally come here, take selfies and pictures with these backgrounds of these beautifully painted walls and put it up on Instagram, right? So all these Instagrammers come here and like end up posing against these walls and creating a lot of noise and ruckus, and that's how they create all this trouble. Good answer, St. Joseph's. You kind of hovered around it but pulled it out finally to give a good answer. That's a full 10 points to team 1. Question now to team 2 accepts. El Salvador, as you might know, recently became the first country in the world to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender. Lot of noise about Bitcoin. Bitcoin requires a high amount of energy. So El Salvador has decided to make use of certain natural resources, of which they have around 20, to generate energy to use for Bitcoin mining. Because Bitcoin mining is very computer intensive, it requires a lot of electricity and a lot of energy. So for creating that energy, they have decided to use some type of natural resources, of which they have around 20, right? So what are they going to use to generate this energy to mine more Bitcoin? Something natural. And remember, they have 20 of those. Okay, team 2, make a guess.
Geothermal energy.
Geothermal energy. From where? What would be the source of the geothermal energy?
Hot springs and...
Hot springs.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll pass you on to team 3.
So I believe that the region of El Salvador, many volcanoes are present there, so that might be a potential source to generate energy.
So generating energy from volcanoes.
Yeah,
volcano power.
That is a great answer. Absolutely correct. Well cracked there. Volcanoes is right. It is geothermal in a way, but it's not hot springs. It's volcanoes. El Salvador is in one of those zones where there are lots of volcanoes. There are 20 volcanoes located in El Salvador, and that's how they're planning to generate the power. Well done. Great answer from Strawberry Fields. Team 3, they are off the mark as well with a good 10 points. Next question now to Carmel. Team 4, simple and straight question. This is a clerihew, a type of comical poem. Which scientist's name fills in the blank? Sir blank blank abominated gravy. He lived in the odium of having discovered sodium. So remember, there is a rhyming scheme. So which scientist's name fills in the blanks? He is a scientist who apparently discovered sodium. He is also credited with discovering a number of other elements as well. And this is supposed to be the first ever clerihew that was written. Also, just to let you know, throughout the quiz, the lengths of the blank will be indicative of the number of letters in the answer, right? So here we're obviously looking for his full name, 2 words, and you can see that one is slightly longer, the other is a bit shorter. That could give you a clue to work out the answer as well. The ladies from Carmel, make a guess.
So we're not sure, so we'd like to pass.
You'd like to pass? All right, passes to Bhavan.
So natrium.
So we'll also like to say that considering the rhyming scheme of this particular question, the word would definitely end with AV, right?
So what is your answer?
Natrium, sir, natrium.
Natrium. No, I'm looking for the name of a person. Okay, passes to Chitkara.
It should be Humphrey Davy.
Humphrey Davy is the right answer. Sir Humphrey Davy, you know, the famous British scientist known for several discoveries that he made, including having discovered sodium. Most of the many other elements in the periodic table are credited to Humphrey Davy for the discovery. That's a good answer. Chitkara get themselves 10 points. Humphrey Davy, abominable gravy. Like team 5 said, it had to end in like an AV of sorts. It was Humphrey Davy. Okay. Saint Kabir, here is your question. When writing letters, the Romans originally wrote something in the form blank Rome, meaning given at Rome, indicating the time when the letter was written. Which very, very common word therefore comes from the Latin for given? It's a very common short word. So when they wrote letters, they wrote dash Rome, use this particular word to indicate the time when the letter was written. This is something that in a way you follow even today when you write a letter. So think very simple, tell me what word comes from the Latin for given. You use this in a letter writing context even today. If you ever wrote a letter, sure all of you have only written emails, probably never written a letter in your lives. But if you do write a letter, this is something that you would use.
So is it two?
Two, okay, TO2. No, nice try. Passes to Manav Mangal.
Address.
Address, okay, good try again. Passes to St. Joseph's.
I think it's date.
Date, as in saying that this is the date on which the letter was written.
Yes.
To indicate originally that this is the time when the letter was written. Absolutely right. This is the word date, as simple as that. Date. So it was date Rome, and that's which meant given at this time at Rome, and that's how we get the word date. And today is October 16th, as you can see there. So that's date. Good, simple, nice. 10 points to St. Joseph's. Good quizzing there. Accepts, back to you. The structure was built more than 500 years ago, named after the king who built it. Its 36-kilometer long walls are said to be the longest in the world after the Great Wall of China. In 2013, it joined a list with 5 other similar structures. Which structure is this? What are these 6 collectively called? Let's see the image. So you can see that long wall that is there in the front. So what is this structure, or let me make it simple, which fort is this? And it joined a list of 5 others. Collectively, what are they called? When I say it joined a list, I'll also tell you what list it is. It joined the UNESCO World Heritage Sites list, right? So these 6 collectively had a UNESCO World Heritage Site certification. What are they collectively called?
We are not sure, but the site structure may be Kumbhalgarh Fort.
Okay. Kumbhalgarh Fort. And what are these collectively called?
Rampart. No, sorry. We are not sure about that.
Okay, not Rampart. Passes to Strawberry Fields.
So we've also considered. We also think that the structure is called Kumbhalgarh Fort, but we also not sure
of the second part. All right. Okay. Moving on. Carmel.
So we also think it's the Gumbagal Fort, and the collective structures can be the longest walls around the fort that were built in the prehistoric era.
No. Passes. Bhavan?
So, like, we think it's in Naharangad Fort, Jodhpur, and we're not sure about the collective.
Okay. You said Mehrangarh Fort, right?
We said Naharangad Fort.
Naharangad Fort. Okay. Naharangad Fort, Jodhpur. All right. Passes to team 6.
Yes, so it is definitely the Kumbhalgarh Fort, and these 6 collectively, they are under we guess a UNESCO list, which lists all these.
Yes, that I already told you. They are under UNESCO list, but what is the name given to these 6 collectively?
So we are not sure.
Okay. St. Kabir?
So we think this is the Amer Fort, and these 6 are collectively called the forts of Rajasthan.
Forts of Rajasthan and Amer Fort. Okay, Manav Mangal?
It's the Kumbhalgarh Fort, and it is a UNESCO longest walled forts list.
UNESCO longest walled forts list. Okay. St. Joseph's?
New wonders.
Sorry?
Like maybe something as new wonders of world.
New wonders of the world. Okay, not new wonders of the world. Did we start with accepts? Okay. So I think we have, so accept said Kumbhalgarh Fort first. So they get 5 points for saying Kumbhalgarh Fort. That's team 2. And actually we'll give the other 5 points to St. Kabir. I think who said forts of Rajasthan. It's specifically called the hill forts of Rajasthan, but at least you came up with more or less the right answer. The 6 forts are together called the forts of Rajasthan. However, this was not the Amer fort, this was the Kumbhalgarh fort. So 5 points each to teams 2 and team 7. Next question to Manav Mangal, team 8. Okay, simple one. Team 8. Fevicol came out with his ad poking fun at a famous beverage company after an athlete did something during a press conference in June 2021. So explain that incident. What does this make fun of? It says, na bottle hategi, na valuation ghategi. So they put out this ad after a very famous sports person did something at a press conference. Other teams are like, why didn't we get this question? It is so easy. But wait, let's see. It's team 8's question.
Sir, we are gonna guess it. We think it was Cristiano Ronaldo. Like he rejected the bottle of cola and drank water. So they were making
Good enough. Take your 10 points. Absolutely right. Cristiano Ronaldo rejecting Coke. So he famously moved away this bottle, these couple of bottles of Coke that were kept there and drank water instead and told everybody be healthy, drink water and stuff like that. And Coke's market cap and valuation significantly fell the next day, which is why Fevicol put out this funny ad. There were funny takes on this by various brands that happened. This happened, of course, during the Euros when CR was playing for CR7 was playing for Portugal. Alright, that's a good 10 points to Manav Mangal. They didn't let that go. Penultimate question of the round to St. Joseph's. What historical paths do the red and blue lines in this map indicate? We need 2 answers and we need it in the correct order. So please tell me that the red line is this and the blue line is this. We need 2 answers. What does the red line show? What does the blue line show? Very, very historically important paths.
The red line is Silk Route. And
the blue line?
The blue line would be trade route.
Trade route. Okay, passes to team 2.
The red one is the Silk Route by the land, and the blue one is the Silk Route by the sea.
Oh, Silk Route by the sea. Very innovative. Team 3.
So we believe that the red one is the Silk Route, which is obviously on land, and the blue one, which is in water, is the trade route.
Trade route for what? But
so we're not sure about that.
Not sure. Carmel?
So the first one is the Silk Route and the blue one is the Oceanic Trade Route.
Oceanic trade route. Okay, but you're not telling me in that oceanic trade, what was it that they were trading? That's what I'm looking for. Passing on. Team 5.
The first one is the Silk Route and the other one is the Spice Route.
Perfect answer. That's what I wanted. The other one, if you see, originated in the Dutch East Indies in Java and then went all the way through India and Arabia and reached Europe. This is how spices were exported. This was the spice route, the oceanic trade route for spices. While of course traditionally the land route from China was always followed through India, through parts of India, Afghanistan and so on to finally reach the Middle East and adjoining parts of the world, which was the Silk Route. So team 2, who said Silk Route first? That was team 1. Team 1 get 5 points for Silk Route and team 5 get the full 10 points for saying Silk Route and Spice Route. Last question of this round, that goes to team 6, Chitkara. This is a member of the spider family found predominantly in Andhra Pradesh. Due to its bright colors and beautiful looks, it's known as a dash tarantula. Which other creature's name fills in the blank? Just one word with another creature's name. Because of its bright colors and beautiful looks. Go for it. Kara, make a guess.
Electric tarantula.
Electric tarantula.
Electric tarantula. Nice try. Saint Kabir?
So is it the blue tarantula?
Not the blue tarantula. Manav Mangal?
Butterfly.
Good guess, not butterfly. St. Joseph's? Need an answer? Need an answer, St. Joseph's? Otherwise, I'm going to pass you.
Peacock.
Peacock is the right answer. This is the peacock tarantula. Absolutely right. I think that was a blind guess out of desperation, but it turned out to be right. This is the peacock tarantula. Okay. So St. Joseph's, the dice seems to be following their side today. Couple of guesses have come right. But that's how quizzing goes. Well done. Good on you for taking a guess and not saying pass. A peacock tarantula is right. That brings us to the end of round 1. We'll take a quick look at the scores now. Very close contest, very early days. And in the meanwhile, all of you, one of you take out a mobile phone and go to, on your mobile phone browser, please go to a site called buzzin.live, buzzin.live. Can you put that on the chat as well? Alright, meanwhile, here we go with the scores. Carmel are yet to start, I'm sure they'll catch up. St. Kabir are on 5. Strawberry Fields are on 10, Accepts are on 15, 3 teams are currently tied for second slot, Bhavan, Chitkara and Manav Mangal on 20, but in an early lead is St. Joseph's on 40. Right, long way to go. Welcome to round 2 of the senior final of Pantomathics 2021 brought to you by St. Kabir Public School. This is the exciting visual buzzer round. There are 8 questions common to all the teams. 2 attempts on the buzzer. If the first team gets it wrong, we'll give a chance to a second team. Buzzing is happening through a third-party website. Everyone's got their buzzers tested. So hold your buzzers up. Wait for the visuals to come up. And then I will let you know who has buzzed. Right? Only that team is supposed to answer. Everyone's ready? Alright. Let's go with question number 1. This is Janet Yellen, the US Secretary of the Treasury. Which woman in India holds her equivalent post? Okay, Bhavan?
So Nirmala Sitharaman.
Nirmala Sitharaman is a good answer. Bhavan get themselves +8 for Nirmala Sitharaman. Secretary of the Treasury in the US is equivalent to the Finance Minister in India. Question number 2 coming up. In which city will you find the structure also known as the Taj of the Deccan? St. Joseph's?
Agra.
-4. Next turn is Bhavan.
So Aurangabad.
Aurangabad is the right answer. I said Taj of the Deccan. This is the Dakhani Taj, Bibika Maqbara in Aurangabad. So that was -4 to St. Joseph's and +8 to Bhavan there. So 2 +8s for Bhavan. Buzzers cleared. Next question. Which post was the man in the picture circled the last to hold in India? Okay, Manav Mangal?
It's Viceroy.
Viceroy is a good answer. That gets you 8 points. Manav Mangal get 8 points. That was the last Viceroy of India. Next question. Which Texas-based computer company was founded by this gentleman, which is named after him? Which Texas-based computer company accepts?
Texas Instruments.
Not Texas Instruments, -4. Keeping it open for 2 more seconds for anybody to buzz. Chitkara? Chitkara, unmute and answer please.
Dell.
Dell is the right answer. +8 to Chitkara there. -4 to Accepts, +8 to Chitkara. That was Michael Dell of Dell Computers. Next question. The structure in the picture was built by which civilization that ruled that country? Okay, Accepts?
We think so, Inca civilization.
Inca civilization is right. This is in Peru, Machu Picchu, absolutely right. +8 to Accepts, pulling back their negative quickly. Next question. What is the real name of the author of these books? Bhavan? Quick buzz by Bhavan.
So J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Rowling is right. This is J.K. Rowling writing as Robert Galbraith for the Cormoran Strike series, the crime fiction novels meant for adult readers. +8 to Bhavan. Good 3 answers by them in this buzzer round, I think. Alright, penultimate question. Identify this animal. It shares its name with a Marvel superhero character whose real name is Logan. Okay, St. Joseph's?
Wolverine.
Wolverine is right. Well done. St. Joseph's also pulling back one of the negatives. They get a +8. Last question of the buzzer round. This map shows countries where which language has official status? Okay, Bhavan?
So it is French.
French is a very good answer, Bhavan. Absolutely right. That was a toughie. Well cracked. French is perfectly right. That's a good +8 to Bhavan there. They seem to have had a very good round. Welcome to round 3 of the senior final of Pantomathics 2021, brought to you by St. Kabir Public School, Chandigarh. We've had 2 exciting rounds. We are here in round 3, which follows the same pattern as round 1, with questions going on infinite bounds, except that we go anti-clockwise this time, starting with team number 8 and go back all the way to team number 1. No negative marking as usual. Hands in front of the camera. This quiz is getting tough and exciting. All the very best. Here is your question, Manav Mangal. There are many Afghan refugees entering the US after the recent crisis. A community who settled in the US from another country has stepped forward to resettle Afghan families. One reason for this is many of them were refugees who moved to the US in large numbers around 40 years ago. Which community or refugees from which country are helping the Afghan refugees? Basically, tell us a country. People from this country moved to the US in large numbers around 40 years ago, between 40 and 50 years ago, let's say, and therefore they are now helping Afghan refugees.
Poland, Polish people.
Polish people. Nice try. Not Polish people. St. Kabir?
So Syrian people.
Syrian people. Nice try again. Chitkara?
Qatar.
Qatar. Qataris. Nice try again. Bhavan?
So they are the Palestinians.
Palestinians. Nice try once again. Not Palestinians. Carmel?
So the Sikh community from Pakistan.
Sikh community from Pakistan. Good try again. Passes. Strawberry Fields?
The Jewish community.
So from Israel, you mean, therefore?
Yes, yes.
Okay, not the Jewish community from Israel. Accepts?
The Muslim community from India.
The Muslim community from India. Nope. All the way back to St. Joseph's.
Gypsies.
Not the Gypsies. Nice try. Good guesses by all teams, but I think you ignored a historical context. Think of which was the big conflict the US was involved in. Which war were they involved in like 40, 50 years ago? Anybody?
Iran.
Vietnam War. So these were the Vietnamese who came there because the US was involved in the Vietnam War. So they provided refuge to a lot of Vietnamese, and the Vietnamese are today helping out the Afghans. Okay. Seemingly simple question, but tripped up a lot of the teams. No problems. Next question to St. Kabir. The dwarf lantern shark is the smallest shark in the world. It has organs called photopores on its belly which produce light. These help the shark catch prey as well as avoid predators. So how exactly do these photopores on the belly of the shark help it to avoid predators? It's the smallest shark in the world, but it manages to escape predators because it has something which produces like a light on its belly.
So these type of sharks move in small tunnels because of the size and the light helps them to navigate.
Sorry, say that last part again.
These type of sharks, as they are small in size, they move in small tunnels, and the light helps them to navigate.
Oh, the light kind of helps them navigate through dark tunnels and so on. Okay, interesting. No, Chitkara?
It helps them to camouflage
How exactly?
because that the lights they produce align with the lights of the sea colors and the sea corals.
I need a slightly better answer than that. When you say align with sea colors, what do you mean?
Align with the sea corals, like the sea anemones and
sea corals. Okay. Okay, I'll pass you on that. They don't align with sea corals. Bhavan?
Sir, actually, sir, sir, they performs an imitation of fire, sir.
Imitation of fire. Okay, nice try. Nothing to do with an imitation of fire. Carmel?
So they move together in groups. So the light that comes out is actually an imitation of the color of the sea. So it almost looks like they're not there or on the bed of the sea.
Okay, so when you say color of the sea, again, what exactly do you mean?
It actually camouflages them. It does not like put them out as in a discrete object. So it like sort of hides them between the bed or the water of the sea.
Okay, I'll have to pass you on. I'm looking for one key thing which nobody has given.
Sir, it helps them to mask the shadow or cast a shadow, which will help them to blend into the sea water color and escape dark sea water color and escape from the predators.
Dark sea water color. No, not quite. Accepts.
Sir, these photopores help them to camouflage when they feed in shallower water. They lit up.
So how does the camouflage happen?
Sir, the sunlight streaming down from the above does not reach there.
Okay,
so
and therefore
the body blends with. Therefore, in the darker water, they attract small animals so that they can.
Okay, I'll give it to you because I heard the key thing around the sunlight, which is the bit I wanted in the camouflage, right? So basically, when the belly is at the bottom of the fish, right? It's on the underside of the fish, of the shark. So when they are in water, the sunlight from above, which reflects on the top of the ocean bed. So a lot of you were saying corals and ocean bed, sea bed, and so on. This is the top of the ocean, right? So the sunlight comes in from the top and blends with the light that this generates at its bottom, and therefore kind of creates that camouflage. A lot of teams came very close, but this sunlight bit was the key thing I was looking for, and that's what's highlighted in the question as well. If you see there, the answer. So we're going to give 10 points to accepts on table 2. Next question to St. Joseph's. Euro 2020, which happened in 2021 actually, as we all know, was held across multiple countries. The list of host countries was finalized way back in 2014. Azerbaijan and Romania achieved a certain forgettable first in footballing history across major tournaments because of this multi-host format. What dubious first did they achieve? This is the first time this has happened in the history of football across all kinds of major tournaments. So whether you take Euros, Continental Cup, or Olympics, or World Cup, or any tournament, this is the first time such a thing has happened. So what dubious first did they achieve? It's something that they would definitely like to forget about.
Something that they would never forget, or which is forgettable?
No, which they would like to forget about. It's forgettable, not unforgettable.
First loss.
First loss. Okay. Not first loss. Manav?
So actually, Romania and Azerbaijan are constantly at war. So I think they would like to forget some incident in which they had some friendly match.
Okay. There are enough wars going on in the world as it is without you artificially creating wars between Azerbaijan and Romania, which are not at war, but well tried. Passes to Said Kabir.
Sir, did they commit own goals?
Oh, they scored own goals? No. Simpler answer than that actually. More fundamental answer. Chitkara?
Maybe both the teams received a red card, something which humiliated.
Okay. Both teams had red card offences. Bhavan?
Sir, actually, they were the only teams who hosted but did not participate because it was
That
hosted
is
in
the
12
right
countries.
answer. That is the
Weren't
right
granted
answer. They are the only two hosts who have not qualified for the tournament at all. Normally what happens is that a big tournament like a World Cup is held in one country or at the most maybe a couple of countries, and though if it's held in a single country, that country is just given automatic qualification in some tournaments. This happened and they decided to host it in like 8-10 different countries, and the decision was taken before the qualifiers happened, and they said we cannot give automatic qualification to anybody except I think the previous champions. And so Azerbaijan and Romania matches happened in their own home grounds, but their teams did not play. So that's the first time it's happened. Very well done. A good 10 points to Bhavan there for answering that. And the next question goes to Carmel. Carmel, this is the door of no return, a controversial but powerful memorial. Visitors to this place include Pope John Paul II and Barack Obama. It's located on Gori Island off the coast of Dakar, Senegal. It gets its name thanks to a now banned practice which was prevalent here until the 19th century. So why is this called the door of no return? So you'll see a picture. This is from when Obama visited this place. That's Barack Obama standing there and looking out from the door of no return. Why was this called the door of no return?
So we think according to the practice of apartheid, the blacks were locked in here and left to starve to death.
Oh, blacks were locked in here, left to starve to death. That's why door of no return. Okay, nice try, nice try. Passes, Strawberry Fields.
It is called because they believe that during that time, if they erased all the things from themselves, they would never find their way back home. That's why it's called.
Who would never find their way back?
The Black Africans.
Why? What was happening to the Black Africans?
Can you repeat?
No, what are you saying? Why would the Black Africans feel they can never find their way back?
Because of the African spirit.
Because of the African?
The spirit
Racism.
and racism, basically racism.
Racism, nope, not quite. Team 2?
Sir, we are not sure, but it was the point from where the people took where the slaves left their hometown and took the steps out from their hometown in order to get for slavery, and they thought they would get a better life if they survived in the ship.
And to which country do you think they were going as slaves?
They went to France, they went to Europe.
And but given Barack Obama was standing there in that picture?
North America.
Yeah, that's all I wanted. Anyway, the slaves was the key part that I wanted. This was the point of departure for the slave ships bound for America. Right? That's why it was the door of no return, because they would go from here and they would never come back to their home countries, to their motherlands. Senegal being like a big coastal point from where these ships would depart, carrying all these slaves in fairly inhuman conditions on those ships. And today, of course, it's a point or a location for a lot of reflection and so on for a lot of people. And Obama, of course, being of mixed heritage himself, spent quite a few poignant moments over here. That's a good answer. That's 10 points to accepts. Question direct to St. Joseph's. In March 2020, the structure was lit up with various flags projected onto it. If it were done today, hundreds more would have to be added. Identify the landmark. That should be an easy 5 points. What did the flag signify? Remember, this was done in March 2020.
Sir, the landmark is that statue of Christ the Redeemer. Okay. And I think the flags signify countries part of UN.
Countries that are part of UN. Okay. Nope. Passes. Then why would hundreds more have to be added today? So passes to Manamangal.
It is Christ the Redeemer, and it is for the forthcoming Olympics that will be passed on from Rio de Janeiro to Tokyo.
Forthcoming Olympics. Okay. Rio de Janeiro to Tokyo. Okay. Nice guess. Olympics, I think, is done for the quiz. St. Kabir.
So this is the statue of Christ, Christ the Redeemer in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and the flag signify the unification of countries during COVID pandemic.
So what did those flags exactly signify?
So the unification of all the countries during COVID.
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. It is basically, these were the countries that were affected by COVID at that point of time. That's all I wanted. These were the countries that were early on affected by COVID. Now, of course, that's why if you add it on, you will pretty much have to add on every single country in the world now probably. But this was in March 2020. Remember that, that was the very early days when COVID cases were just breaking out in very many countries. And these are the countries to which COVID had spread. So 5 points to team 1 for saying Christ the Redeemer. Full 10 points to team 7 Saint Kabir for completing that answer. Well done, Saint Kabir. Chitkara, your question. Emperor Napoleon was adept at using this to his advantage. Once his army breached dikes to create a pool of brackish water between the British encampment and them and then retreated. Napoleon is quoted as saying, "We must oppose the English with nothing but blank, which will soon devour them all." What natural threat did they try to hurt the British with? So instead of using any fancy weapons, what natural threat did they try to hurt the British with?
Salt.
Salt. Nope, nothing to do with salt. Passes to Bhavan.
Sir, crocodiles.
Crocodiles, okay. Passes to Carmel.
Disease.
What disease?
Some kind of like a water contaminated disease like typhoid, which will deteriorate the health of the nationals there.
But how would, what would be, if it were a disease, how would that kind of a disease kind of spread, or how would it?
Like the water bodies would be used by the civilians there, and they would.
You're saying the water itself would be contaminated, the water bodies would be used by civilians, and it would spread disease.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll pass you. Strawberry Fields? Need an answer quickly, it's on the pass.
The sharks.
Sharks, okay. Passes. You can't get sharks and all there by demand whenever you want. Accepts? Quickly accepts. Please unmute and give an answer.
French language.
French language, okay, nice try, innovative. Not the French language, though that does, I think trying to learn it does end up killing a few people regularly. St. Joseph's?
Sir, fever.
Fever. Okay, again, like fever is not a natural threat. What is the natural threat?
What would death?
Not fever or death, too generic, not what I'm looking for.
Illness.
You can't say generic things like that. Tell me something specific. What do you mean when you say fever, illness, things like that? I'll pass you. Manav Mangal?
Cholera.
Cholera. Okay, good try, not cholera. Saint Kabir?
So to spread some kind of a plague.
Spread some kind of a plague, okay. Nothing as morbid as a plague, but all of you got on the right track that it would create a kind of disease. I thought Carmel would get to it. Yeah, try for no points. Yeah.
Dengue.
Well, kind of close. If you create a large pool of water, what natural creature is likely to be there, breed there the most? You can't really bring in sharks, crocodiles and all, put them there. Naturally, what would breed there? Mosquitoes, which would therefore lead to malaria, which was the disease that killed a lot of people on the war front in those days. Because if you just create a pool of water, you would get mosquitoes to breed, and Napoleon said the mosquitoes will take care of them, we don't have to do anything. Right? So a lot of you were on the right track, but sometimes it's best to kind of think simple and not overguess. No points to anyone on that. That was Chitkara's direct. The next question goes direct, therefore, to Bhavan. So, question direct to Bhavan. Should be easy one for you. Kari Joji Fukunaga is only 44 years old. Over the last 2 years, he's travelled with a crew to various places, including Jamaica, an iconic coastal road in Norway, and a London studio. Some of the spots in Norway that he went to were the Trollstigen, a twisting road with 11 hairpin bends, an icy forest, and the panoramic Segla mountain. Why is Kari Joji Fukunaga in the news? Here's a helpful image. One of the spots that he went to. Why is he in the news? Very much in the news. Last 2 weeks. Very, very current affairs. Back to the text.
So can we see the question again?
Yeah, there you go. Why is Kari Joji Fukunaga in the news? Or what has he been doing in Jamaica and Norway and London and all these places?
Sir, he escaped the Taliban.
He escaped the Taliban. Okay, interesting.
Just before they took over Afghanistan.
Oh, just before they took over Afghanistan. Okay, interesting. No, nothing to do with the Taliban. You'll be really surprised when you hear the answer. Okay. Passes. Kamal?
So he traveled those places on a two-wheeler.
Oh, he went to all these places on a two-wheeler? No. Passes. Strawberry Fields.
Because of his new movie that has been released recently.
Which new movie?
James Bond, No Time to Die.
And who's he?
He's an American director.
He's the director of the new James Bond movie, No Time to Die. Absolutely right. That is the right answer. He's the director of the latest James Bond movie. That's why he went to all these fancy places with all these hairpin bends and beautiful mountains and so on. The 25th movie in the Bond franchise, the last one featuring Daniel Craig. No Time to Die. Kari Joji Fukunaga is a film director who is so he certainly did not escape the Taliban. He is the director of this film. Okay, well done. That's a good 10 points to Strawberry Fields who know their movies. Next question to accepts. In 2009, 1,000 plastic foam dominoes were set up and Lech Walesa, the former Polish leader, tipped the first one. The 2.3 meter high blocks fell one by one. There were pre-planned stops along the route of the falling dominoes where speeches were made. Hundreds of people walked over the Bornholmer Bridge in a reenactment. What was this a symbolic tribute to? It was a symbolic tribute to something that had happened 20 years prior. Something that had happened 20 years prior to this. So they kept a bunch of dominoes and tipped one and then saw the whole thing falling or breaking down over a long route, and it was 2.3 meters high, which was of particular significance. It was a symbolic tribute to something that had happened in 1989. What happened in 1989 that they were symbolically paying tribute to? One thing I will tell you, don't get misled by the fact that it's a Polish leader. This is not something that happened in Poland specifically. It was in the broad general vicinity, but not in Poland. So don't get misled by that.
Sir, we think that there was crisis in the domino, so they showed showed something to show that they were trying to convey a message according to this.
Convey a message of what?
That they are suffering from a crisis.
Oh, they are suffering from a crisis. Okay, some kind of a financial crisis or a crisis. Okay, nice try. St. Joseph's?
Sir, I think it was related to, I think they opened the borders and let maybe the French people into the country.
French people into Poland. Okay, no. Manamangal?
I think it is the freedom from Italy, the rule of Italy.
Freedom from the rule of Italy. Okay, St. Kabir?
Sir, I think this symbolizes the fall of the Berlin Wall.
Perfect answer. Take your 10 points. Absolutely correct. The fall of the Berlin Wall. That's what they were symbolizing. The 2.3 meter height was meant to replicate the height of the Berlin Wall, and with that's how the Berlin Wall ultimately fell, like with one statement made by somebody and one guy doing something, and then before you knew it, the entire Berlin Wall fell. and kind of with it fell the veil between communism and capitalism in the Western world. East Berlin and West Berlin get integrated. So that's a good 10 points to St. Kabir there. We're now going to go into a buzzer round. Remember, there will be nothing that will come on screen. I'm just going to read out everything. I'll stop reading the moment you buzz. Okay. Welcome back, everyone. This is the very exciting final buzzer round of the senior final of Pantomathics 2021, the Interschool quiz brought to you by St. Kabir Public School, Chandigarh. We have 4 questions remaining in the anti-clockwise round to finish, which we will do after this buzzer round. But this buzzer round promises to be super exciting. Do go and watch the junior final, where you'll see that this buzzer round completely changed things around for one of the teams and kind of sealed their victory. We never know what might happen here. We have 8 questions common to all the teams. 2 teams will be allowed attempts on the buzzer. So in case the first one's wrong, the option will be given to the second team. The order comes up on my screen. All buzzers have been tested. Everyone's ready. Nothing will come on screen. I will be reading out the questions and I will stop the moment I see a buzzer. And +8 -4 is the scoring. All the best, everyone. Here is question number 1. The game Canasta, C-A-N-A-S-T-A, makes use of which playing card normally not used in most trump games? The game Canasta makes use of which playing card? Okay, Bhavan have buzzed.
So it's the Joker.
It's the Joker. That's +8. Well done. It is the Joker. Buzzer reset. Complete the title of this book with a person's name. So I'll give you the title. You have to complete it with a person's name. A is for arsenic, the poisons of blank blank. A is for arsenic, the poisons of blank blank. Strawberry Fields?
Agatha Christie.
Is a very good answer. Agatha Christie is right. That gets you your 8 points. So Bhavan get 8 points. Strawberry Fields get 8 points. Very exciting. Question number 3. Reset the buzzer. Question number 3. Manpreet Singh was the flag bearer of India in the opening ceremony at Tokyo 2020. Okay, St. Joseph's. I haven't asked my question yet. Go ahead.
I think he pressed by mistake. You can complete the question.
No. You'll have to answer now. Give me one answer quickly. I said Manpreet Singh was the flag bearer of India in the opening ceremony of the Tokyo 2020 Olympics.
Hockey.
Is actually right and gets you 8 points. My question was, which sport does he represent India in? And it was hockey. That turned out to be blind luck, but don't do this again. Hockey. He is the Indian hockey team captain. Okay, that's 8 points to St. Joseph's. Buzzers reset. Question number 4. A set of 4 chinar trees is found in an island in which water body in India? A set of 4 chinar trees. Manav Mangal?
Dal Lake.
Dal Lake is a good answer. Well done. Dal Lake is right. That's +8 to Manav Mangal. Dal Lake. Question number 5. This is on football. Barcelona's academy is called La Masia. Which team's academy is called La Fabrica? L-A-F-A-B-R-I-C-A. SKPS?
So Real Madrid.
Real Madrid is a good answer. Everybody getting their answers right. Well done. St. Kabir get +8. Buzzers cleared. Question number 6. A lady called Elizabeth Maggie invented a game called the Landlord's Game in 1904. What was it renamed as by the Parker brothers later? Elizabeth Maggie invented the Landlord's Game. St. Joseph's?
Monopoly.
Monopoly is a good answer. Landlord's Game became Monopoly. That is correct. +8 to St. Joseph's. Very exciting buzzer round. Lots of people scoring. Penultimate question. After defeating Sonny Liston in 1964, who exclaimed, St. Kabir?
So Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali is a very good answer. +8 to you. Nicely done. Excellent. I think big sports fan there. Muhammad Ali is right. The question was, after defeating Sonny Liston in 1964, who exclaimed, I shook up the world, I must be the greatest? And that's of course Muhammad Ali. So St. Kabir getting another 8 points. Last question of the buzzer round. The Son of May appears on the flags of Argentina and which other neighboring country of it? The Son of May appears on the flag of Argentina and which of its neighboring countries? SKPS again?
Uruguay.
Say again?
Uruguay.
Uruguay is the right answer. +8 to St. Kabir there. Uruguay. Very good. Well cracked on Uruguay. I think that is the end of the buzzer round. I think we can now take a look at the scores and go to the final 4 questions. Alright, here come the scores with 4 questions remaining. We have Carmel who've made some wonderful guesses honestly, but unfortunately not their day. Nothing's come right, but they still have 4 questions. You never know. We have Strawberry Fields and Chitkara on 28. We have Manav Mangal on 36. And a very, very close contest. We have Accepts on 38 in 4th place currently. Currently in 3rd place is St. Kabir with 49 with 2 good answers in the end, pulling them up ahead of Accepts. But a very, very close contest for top slot. We have St. Joseph's at 65 and Bhavan at 70. Only 5 points separating the 2 teams. The next question, we'll now go back to the anti-clockwise round. So 5 points separating 2 teams. Let's see how it goes. The last 4 questions. The next question goes to team 6. Chitkara, here is your question. This is a painting by medieval era artist Giotto. The setting is a well-known story. The artist has used another celestial phenomenon to represent a star that was seen in the night sky at the time. When I say at the time the story was taking place. When the ESA, the European Space Agency, launched a robotic spacecraft mission to observe the celestial phenomenon, they named it Giotto. What was the celestial phenomenon and what was the star that this celestial phenomenon was representing in this painting? So let's see the image. There you go. Whatever is highlighted in the image on the left is blown up and shown in the image on the right. So what is this celestial phenomenon and what is it showing in this famous story that you see there?
It should be meteor showers and it's depicting the Halley's Comet.
Halley's Comet, and you're saying the for the other part I need the name of a star. A specific name of a star which was supposedly seen in the sky when whatever you see in the painting was happening. That particular story was actually taking place.
Star of David.
Star of David. Okay. We will pass you on to team number 5.
So this is a scene of nativity of Jesus.
Right.
And the star is the morning star.
Yes, sir.
Is the morning star. Okay. And what is the celestial phenomenon you see there?
So this celestial phenomena is
a meteorite shower, sir.
Meteorite shower. Okay. Passes. Kamal?
So the star is the pole star and the phenomenon is the meteor shower.
Meteorite shower. Okay. Passes. Strawberry Fields?
So the phenomenon is the meteorite shower and the name of the star is maybe it was the broom star.
No. Passes. Accepts.
So the star is the star of Bethlehem, and the natural phenomena, the celestial phenomena is the deception of Comet Halley.
Is the what? Say again?
The arrival of Sir Comet Halley.
Perfect answer. Absolutely right. This is the star of Bethlehem, which was supposed to be seen in the sky when Jesus Christ was born, the nativity of Jesus, as somebody said, and this was the Halley's Comet that he's used. So when they sent a probe to try and study the Halley's Comet patterns, they actually called it Giotto. Well done. So we are going to give 5 points to team number 6, which said Halley's Comet. That was Chitkara. And we're going to give the full 10 points to team number 2, Accepts, for completing that answer. So Chitkara get 5 points, Accepts get 10 points. The next question goes to St. Joseph's. James Ritty was an inventor and shop owner. In 1878, while traveling to Europe, he was fascinated by an apparatus that counted the rotations of the ship's propeller. Based on this, he invented something which lasts till this day, is used widely at most shops and has a familiar bell sound. What did Ritty invent which solved one of his employee related problems? So something that he invented is very common in all shops even today, and it has a familiar bell sound.
Sir, machine used for that counting money, or cash register.
Cash register. And what was the employee related problem it solved for him?
The counting money maybe was hard for them and had to count it by hand.
Okay, I'll give it to you since you said cash register. The problem it was solving was that his staff were stealing money, right? And he never knew. With the cash register, every time the register was closed, there would be a dinging sound, and that would tell him that, you know, the register has been opened and things like that. We only wanted the cash register, which you've given us. So that's a very crucial 10 points there to St. Joseph's. The quiz is getting very, very tight. We have 2 questions left. Bhavans are now praying that one of the questions passes on to them for them to kind of defend their position, because I suspect St. Joseph's have gone just ahead right now. Let's go to the penultimate question, which goes direct to Manav Mangal. These statues are part of a memorial titled Famine that is in remembrance to a very bad period in this country's history when the population was nearly halved. The figures are all shown walking towards something in hope to escape the hunger and poverty that they faced. They are located in the Customs House Key area of the city where people like Oscar Wilde and Jonathan Swift were born. So in which city is this located? We need just a country will not do. We need the name of a city. And where exactly or what exactly are the figures walking towards? So these are the statues. They are called Famine. They have a collective name called Famine. Right? 2 views of the same. So which city? European city. Which city? And what are they, or who are they, or what are they walking towards? I think let's see the text. Yeah. So your clue is that if you know which country Oscar Wilde, Jonathan Swift, etc. were born in, then that could help you. Like I said, it's a European city. It's a capital city. I'll tell you that as well. It is the capital of a European country. Alright, Manav Mangal, make a guess.
We are taking a wild guesses, so our guess is Paris.
Paris, okay. And what exactly are the figures walking towards?
We think they're walking towards the Eiffel Tower.
The Eiffel Tower, okay. St. Kabir?
Sir, the figure is walking towards home. The city is Madrid.
Madrid, okay.
Walking towards the city and the shops, towards the shops.
Towards the shops, so that they can buy things to eat. Okay, nice guess. Chitkara?
I think it should be Dublin.
Okay.
And they are walking.
What are they walking towards?
Can you please show the figure once again?
Sure. You can see the next one as well. They're walking towards something as being their last hope. What are they walking towards? I don't want any specific answer there. Generic description. A church. Nice try. All right, over to you, gentlemen. We've been waiting for this question to come. Bhavan.
Right. So, considering that was time of famine, and London was the industrial town, these people are walking towards London.
Where is this, first of all?
So we're not sure about that, but
make a guess.
Dublin. They're located in Dublin, and
they're in Dublin, and they're
walking towards London, sir.
How would they get to London?
They're walking towards London. So
they're walking towards London in a bid to walk and get to London. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Because of the famine situation and that time, sir. And London was.
Okay. Okay. We'll pass it on. Carmel?
So the city is Dublin and they're walking towards the station to get to another city to escape from there.
They're walking towards the what?
A train station or a mobile station, a vehicle station to get in hope to get away from the city.
Which vehicles, what type of vehicle station are they walking towards?
A train or maybe like a carriage station. Not sure about that.
Carriage station or train station. Okay, we'll pass you on reluctantly to Strawberry Fields.
So the city is Dublin, and I think since it was a time of famine, the figures in the picture, they are clearly starving, and then I think they're walking towards ships to carry
They're
them
walking
overseas.
towards ships. That's all we wanted. They were walking towards ships because it's the ships that would take them overseas. So conceptually, Bhavan, maybe yes, they were going to London. I don't know whether they were going to London. They may have be going to any other place where they could have found food and an occupation and a new life. This is why I asked you, how were they getting there? If you had said they were taking a ship to London, I would have given you the points. They were just walking, and it said quay over there. The word quay, Q-U-A-Y, is pronounced quay. Essentially means a harbor or a point from where ships depart, right? So they were going towards the ships to take them overseas. Right. So who said Dublin first? I think that was Chitkara, right? Yeah. So Chitkara will get 5 points for saying Dublin. That's team number 6. And who completed this answer just now? Was it team 3? Yeah. Strawberry Fields will get the full 10 points. So 10 points to Strawberry Fields, 5 points to Chitkara. Last question of the quiz coming up. We've had a really close contest, fairly topsy-turvy one. But before I go to the last question, it is my duty to thank the organizers, St. Kabir Public School, led of course by the visionary Mrs. and Mr. Bakshi, interacting with us, encouraging us and supporting us. Operationally have been our 2 pillars of strength, Sneha, the academics coordinator, and my very good friend and stellar quizzer herself, Deepta Vivekanand. Thank you very much for your support. Also a big round of thanks. When you see this on YouTube, this will be a nicely well produced video. I am sitting here in a studio in Bangalore doing this, and this would not be possible without our partners in this endeavor, Audio Plus, Ravi, Murli and team. A big round of thanks to them. And of course to my wonderful team at Nexus Consulting, which has put this entire quiz together. Specifically here today helping me out, very interestingly, are the 2 newest members of our team, Ranajit Soman and Aishwarya. So thank you very much. I am usually the face in front asking all the questions. It's a team that's put the questions together, the content team led by Rishikesh Verma, comprising Venkatraman and others, and of course my co-founder and our creative head Vivek Karthikeyan. So big thanks to everyone at St. Kabir, Audio Plus, Nexus, and most importantly to all the schools, all the 7-8 schools who have sent their teams and been cooperative about us hosting this quiz. I know it's still pandemic times, it's still a bit of uncertainty, but thank you very, very much to all the schools who've been part of this. This quiz wouldn't happen without the support of all of you. So teachers, parents and students from all these schools, thank you very much. Right, tension time. Back to the last question of the quiz. Direct to AK accepts on table number 2. Simple one for you, accepts. The one he was using earlier was made by the company Nemeth. It was a composite of aluminum and carbon fiber. He then switched to a 100% carbon one made by Valhalla. These are designed for maximum glide. They also have something known as NXS, which is the next generation sharp tip, which is made for maximum lift. Who and what are we talking about? Who and what are we talking about? If you get the who, you will get the what. That is for sure. Look at all the clues. What it's made of. Glide, tip, lift, everything. Team 2, make a guess. Who and what are we talking about?
Sir, 2 seconds.
Yeah, quickly. There's a good reason to ask this question. We wouldn't ask some random thing about some random person. There's a very, very good reason to ask this. Alright, if you don't give me an answer now, I'll have to pass you. Team 2, come on, make a guess.
Sir, we are talking about something, sir, a important weapon so that the person cannot be defeated. And it's about the 400. It is about reaching the skill power of 400, so that to defend yourself and to attack.
I don't know what all you're saying. What does give me a name?
Ubisoft.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. Passes to team 1.
I'll take a guess. Maybe they are talking about javelin.
And person?
Neeraj Chopra.
Neeraj Chopra and javelin. Just because you have nothing else and because he won the gold, people are guessing Neeraj Chopra and javelin every time. We will not pass to the next team because that's the absolutely right answer. St. Joseph's have got it bang on right. These are Neeraj Chopra's javelins. Absolutely correct. That's why it's been all over the news, in the news. The company, the brand name, interestingly, is called Valhalla, which, as you might all know, means the underworld in Norse myth, and that's the company that makes Neeraj Chopra's javelins, which won him a historic gold at the recent Olympics in Tokyo. So we ended the quiz where we began with team number 1 answering a question. So very good. My congratulations to all of you. Very well played. Bhavan, don't look so dejected. You did quite well. Luck of the draw on infinite bounce. I know, if you had a chance to attempt every question, then you might have probably scored more, but very, very well played. Nevertheless, hope you all enjoyed the quiz. Here is a chance to look at the final scores. And big round of congratulations to all of you, all 8 teams. I think everyone did well. Carmel Convent, like I said, scoreboards often don't reflect how good a team is. I think this is a good example. They gave some wonderful guesses. Just that it went slightly off today. Doesn't matter at all. Please keep quizzing. Manav Mangal Smart School with some excellent answers. Finish in 7th place. Tied in 6th place or 5th place if you want it that way are Chitkara and Strawberry Fields, both on 38 points. Very, very close finish for the bronze medal. Missing out by 1 point are Accepts 41 Smart School with 48 points in 4th place. But taking home bronze medal today and taking home 2000 rupees in prize money are St. Kabir Public School with 49 points. St. Kabir, unmute yourself and say hi or say what you feel about this moment where you've won the 3rd place by 1 point.
Yes, actually, it was such a mind-blowing quiz. We did not expect that we could win, but we wanted to give our best, and I think that is what has happened.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Your teammate certainly seems to have a lot of interest in sports and has cracked a bunch of questions, which has led you here. Very well done to both of you. Keep quizzing. Keep continuing this journey. And well above them in a very close contest that went on till 2 questions remaining in the quiz. Our runners up today, the very, very good team from Bhavan Vidyalaya on table number 5 with 70 points, finish in 2nd place and get themselves 4,000 rupees.
Thank you, sir. Sir, actually, it was Neeraj Chopra was the best thing to end up with, sir, because we were all very happy, and we were unlucky that we didn't get that question. But
like you said, that had we given the chance to answer each and every question, the result would have been different. But like maintaining the sportsmanship, this was a very good opportunity. We're grateful to St. Kabir Public School and to you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Very well played. Thank you. And keep quizzing. And our winners for today, I think they've been in contention. They kept themselves in contention throughout. I think that's what matters. And then They got a few questions which they were able to crack. They took one negative in the buzzer round which they were able to overcome. They did all of that, and then they had won the quiz before the last question, but if they had not answered it and it passed all the way to Bhavan, you never know. But they did pull out and they did get the gold medal just like Neeraj Chopra did. With the last question, our champions in the senior category of Pantomathics 2021, St. Joseph's Senior Secondary School with 85 points.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for giving us this opportunity.
I would like to say something if I have the time.
Please go ahead.
I think I'll share something that actually I had taken my name back yesterday night because I thought that I would not be able to perform well in the quiz. I saw the last year's quiz on YouTube yesterday, and I thought that these are very random questions and I may not know it, and it may hinder the name of our school if I'm not able to answer them. But I think when I thought about that, if I have given the name, I should at least participate because it would be a good experience at least for the future. And then once I would like to say that if somebody has decided to participate, they have already won. So I already won when I decided to participate. Now these marks and all these definitely boost the morale, but the main thing is participating and just showing up to the competition. I think that is what matters.
Absolutely correct. I mean, I couldn't agree with you more. That really is the thing. I think in any case, to get better at quizzes, the best way to do it is to attend more quizzes and show up at more quizzes. And I'm very glad you changed your mind and decided to attend and finally managed to win the quiz. So congratulations to you, and make good use of the 6,000 rupee prize money that you guys are winning. Perhaps to buy more books and read more and become better quizzers. Right. With that, let me hand it over back to Deepta from St. Kabir to summarize and to invite our very special speakers to share a few thoughts.
Thank you, Venki. Oh, what an absolute nail biter this has been. It's just such a treat watching such high quality quizzing. We had a great morning, but the afternoon has certainly surpassed all our expectations. Many congratulations to the winners. St. Joseph's, look what you did. Amazing contest, extremely well fought. Bhavan, you were just superlative, and it's just luck of the draw, and that's really what happens in every quiz. So better luck next time. We hope you do much better. Also, congratulations to our wonderful team at the home team at St. Kabir. Very close. You just made it photo finish for third place. So, but we are very happy. So Mr. and Mrs. Bakshi will not be joining us, however, to give you the closing comments, but I would like to take this opportunity to again extend a very heartfelt thanks to all the teams, the schools that decided to send you, and also said that they would be willing to send you for an on-the-ground event. So I thought that was wonderful. And I can't wait for this event for next year. I'm pretty certain that we will have an in-house, in the auditorium quiz with great rounds of applause and audience questions and all of that. So I'm looking forward to that one and hope to see you all back. Thank you so much to Venki and the team at Nexus. This just keeps getting better and better every year. And I'm sure our association will continue for many years to come. So on behalf of everyone at St. Kabir, the management, the students, the staff members, the teachers, everybody who's worked really hard to put this together, thank you all. Have a great time quizzing and keep reading, and all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you. And that concludes proceedings for the 2021 edition of Pantomathics. We will see you back in 2022. Till then, this is Venki saying bye-bye and take care. Stay healthy, stay safe, and enjoy yourselves. A big bye-bye to you from Team St. Kabir and Team Nexus Consulting. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.